This could be a grind, but everything these guys do is with intent.
Sabin showed some impressive stuff staying within standing fierce range against Warhawk. Really put on a good show there.
Absolutely.
Lamerboy had a really heartbreaking couple of rounds with Daigo, but then
had the opportunity to put Daigo
at least on notice. He wasn't ready to win it, but at least win some matches or some games.
It's Warwick, not Warhawk, apparently. Common mistake. A note was just passed to us.
As far as I'm concerned, it's Warhawk.
Okay, fair enough.
We'll continue to mispronounce his name.
I do that intentionally to some people as well. I'm sure they're big fans of mine. So we're off here.
And here it is, Art again looking to stay in that standing fierce range, which gives him a counter to everything Guile can really do other than EX Boom. He gets a win on the damage trade versus almost anything.
Arturo wants to make it hard for Lamerboy to build enough meter to be threatening with the EX Boom.
Look at that, so smart stuff there from Art.
Yeah, putting himself in just the right positions, trying to go under that Sonic Boom with the standing fierce, get the damage and stand back up and be able to block it. No trade.
There's that EX Boom we were talking about, the one challenge Guile has. And Guile does build a lot of meter. Oh, wow.
Guile actually had his EX Boom stuffed just there and lost the meter with nothing coming out.
That is one possibility you can get with Dawson if you get it out there early enough. And now Lamerboy trying to put on a little pressure. He is capable of that as well. He's got some tight execution. Flash kick into Ultra 2 is no big deal for him.
It's been in the mid-screen very, very long. Dawson able to push Guile back a little, then Guile pushing Dawson back a little. So Arturo and Lamerboy really just feel in the middle of the stage here.
Sabin's very, very good at controlling space. I would say it's one of his specialties. You know, a lot of Dawson players really only feel comfortable when their opponent's far away, you know, 3/4 or full screen away.
This is the closest we've been to the corner the whole match.
Art is very happy with that situation. Lamerboy, I'm not sure he realized that was an EX Fireball and tried to focus.
And the EX Fireball travels now.
Yes.
In the last game, it dissipated.
No longer dissipates.
Arturo, a big fan of that move now with the new Dawson because it's a threat even if you jump back.
I think Arturo was very happy with the way that round one went. Played exactly his game. He was able to bring the clock into it as well.
Right. It may have looked close for the untrained eye, but really Arturo was in control.
That's right. Lamerboy forced to go on the offense as he is here again, and it's ineffective. Art is all over him. He has great strings to keep you away.
He's comfortable up close and far away. That's the point I was trying to get at earlier. Is you know, a lot of Dawsons only want to fight from full screen or have 3/4 screen. Art will fight you up close, far away, anywhere.
Yeah, Lamerboy looking
his
for
reflexes
some
are incredibly fast.
Trying to get maybe a crumple or something, but really not getting him anywhere.
And Art is very happy to see his opponent frustrated.
Yeah.
He first really came onto the scene during Alpha 3, where he was known as a turtle who would just run away from his opponent and try and grind down the clock in Alpha 3. And that kind of mentality has served him very well in certain circumstances. Dawson's a great character to be playing this, and this is the perfect match for a player with that kind of mental strength. Willing to use the clock as an asset. It's not all about eliminating your opponent's life bar. It's just who has the most when the timer runs out. And now, again, we're getting into some interesting clock territory.
Earlier in this very arduous round, Lamerboy was using a lot of focus attacks trying to gain ground on Arturo, and it just was not working. And you can see how quickly he abandoned that plan, realizing that that was not going to pay off for him. Still, though, unable to find a way in to hurt Arturo.
Wow, I'm surprised Art even didn't let that come in unchallenged. And then pushes him right back out, but unflappable the whole round. Lamerboy's got to be looking inside now. Disappointed and possibly a little unsure of
He's match and rematch. He's ready. He doesn't want to take a moment to think about it. Some of the players will sit there for a couple seconds and think about it.
You know,
other ones just want to go.
Seth said earlier that was a good thing, and honestly, I agree with him. I think mashing on rematch like that, I think you're letting your emotions get the best of you. If you play angry, you'll make bad decisions.
Yeah,
and
might be better to take a step back, take a deep breath, calm down.
Yeah, especially against someone like Arturo, who is so deliberate in everything he does.
There's no tournament rule that says you have to start the next match right that second. You can take a moment. You can breathe. Breathing's good.
Warhawk was able to make an adjustment in his match against Lamerboy by going to full screen and throwing the Sonic Booms to stay out of the fierce range. Lamerboy hasn't really done that yet. He prefers to stay in a more aggressive range. Now with an opportunity, fake cross up, hits from the front and manages to land the throw. And I like that aggressive throw again, but Art all over it. Very fast reactions, great technical throws.
Good slide under that point-blank Sonic Boom as well from Arturo.
Nice jump away fierce, just get him out of there.
They call that the yoga sniper for some reason.
I can tell you a great story about that after this match is over.
Sounds good.
That's good, but that's not going to be enough. That's a once in a while kind of thing.
Well, when Guile has the lead, that's fine. Maybe he can, whittle him down that way. But when he loses the lead, that's not going to really get him where he needs to be.
It's not a game-changing strategy. Lamerboy looking worried. He doesn't have a charge.
Look at Catastrophe on the screen. No mix-up attempt at all, though.
Art didn't want to give away position.
No, he certainly didn't.
He had the chance to go for a mix-up, but didn't want to give away position in any way, shape, or form, which is exactly the right thing to do. Sometimes by moving into a more offensive situation, you actually risk giving up your position, which is, in this fight, far more important than anything else.
Definitely. Position, screen position, where you are, how much meter you have, those are the things that are going to determine this match. It's not necessarily the life bars. As Keith said, the life bars in one of the early rounds were very, very close. But Art was just in completely control.
Yes. The crowd really got behind Lamerboy when he took that last round. Sometimes it can be nice to have the crowd on your side, too. I mean, not a lot of people get to play with a 3,000-person crowd.
That was a big hit.
Yes, it was.
Nice conversion there. Now we're see if Art's going to go on a little offense or change it up or stick with his game plan and try and recover the damage the hard way. He does look like he's going on a little more offense. Whoa.
Ooh.
Very risky. I think a little executional mistake there from Arturo. He might have been going for Ultra, in fact, there. Nice counter by Lamerboy to just cancel it out.
Little tornado with a fire in the middle.
That's right.
Very nice looking. I thought
the wind blew the fire out.
Dalsim was going to get hit on the edge of it.
They just agreed to put on a little show for the crowd and step back. Here's some fireworks for you guys. Now back to the match where we stand full screen.
Ooh. And a big shout out to our fans.
Take it.
The fans in the crowd cheering at like individual hits there. They're such a smart crowd.
Yeah.
Really students of the game and able to understand the small specifics of what's going on. And a nice adjustment there from Lamerboy, who really gives nothing away, is always in it when it seems hopeless after a tough first game. He's right back in it. We saw the same thing with him against Ryder and Abel, who got demolished in the very first game and then really came back and took control.
We've been seeing that a lot in this tournament. Someone wins the first game very convincingly, and then someone else comes back and takes it.
And again, so many of these matches are going the distance. It's really great stuff.
Bad slide that time.
Art
too slow.
Art changing his strategy pretty significantly and coming out on the losing end.
Yeah.
I'm surprised to see that.
Time to go back to the game plan, Mr. Arturo.
Now Lamerboy can play the game that Art wants to play. Smart stuff from Arturo there.
Jumps right over.
That was risky to just jump right in on him, but it paid off for him. He just dodged the catastrophe completely.
Yeah, Arturo didn't expect that. He was not ready for the anti-air.
Really great stuff.
Lamerboy making a strong adjustment here.
And he's very
Art, it seems,
there.
making some strange decisions.
That was exactly what Art wanted there. He got the first floating fierce and got his yoga sniper as well. Wow. Bold stuff from Art. That's going to do it. Match point Lamerboy. Every time you count this guy out and say, boy, he really got blown out there, he's right back there. Incredible mental composure from this guy. That's what's allowed him to go the distance with the best players in the country and indeed the world.
He's doing a good job he's doing a good job treating every round as an individual fight, not letting anything carry over from one round to another.
So important. Maintain that mental focus, not give your opponent any kind of mental advantage in addition to their round or life bar advantage.
When he mashed rematch, he knew what he wanted. He knew what he had to do, and he's doing it right now.
And again, he sticks with Guile, wasn't thinking about a counter character or a counter match. He's like, this is my character, I know what to do, I feel comfortable here. And feeling comfortable and knowing your options in every situation is so much more important than character matchup charts.
Very, very much so. There's just so much you can say for learning all the little intricacies of your character,
and now
knowing his strengths and weaknesses.
Art has returned to his first game strategy with some success here, staying back in that fierce range and just trading fierces. And I couldn't call this a commanding lead. It's enough to be happy about. Oh, risky stuff there. Very risky stuff from both, and this is going to be very dangerous.
Mix-up time.
And indeed, I think he was trying to get out of there possibly with a flash
I think
kick.
I saw a flash kick for a second there.
Because Arturo didn't do anything. He just kind of stood up and got hit by Yoga Catastrophe.
Final round, match point.
Match point both players. What's going to be? Wow. Great minds think alike there.
Always down to the wire with some of these matches. These players are also excellent.
And what keeps Guile in this is his ability to generate such great EX meter on his sonic booms. The EX sonic boom being a critical tool in this match.
Arturo really wants to bait it out. That thing is so fast, though. There it is again.
Trying to make Lamerboy burn all that EX meter.
Lamerboy getting the damage that he needs off of it.
I don't know about this going in close to Lamerboy. He had Good situation before. Oh, here he is up close, making it happen. No flash kicks, please, Lamerboy.
Every time he's gotten in close, he's waited a second and gone for that yoga sniper.
But he's also, when in these high-pressure situations, he's made some questionable decisions in matches past here. I like to see him stick with his game plan. Now he's back at it. Let art make it come to you. Oh, here it comes. Trying to cancel that thing.
Will just dissipate.
Wow, surprise! Lamerboy was all over it. Wow, there's flash kick. I don't know if I like it, but it worked.
It worked.
If it works, you're a genius. If not, it's devastating.
Ume flash kick.
Oh,
Lamerboy.
and we saw that horrible moment against Daigo when that flash kick just sailed right through the air.
It was. He made a couple of those very surprising last-minute decisions against Daigo.
And Arturo.